Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. The question is, why is sports betting illegal in the United States? And, it's a complicated answer, and I'm not saying that I'm necessarily right. This is just my own take on it. But I believe it's a mixture of politics, history, and culture, and mainly the politics. But what it boils down to is a lot of people in the U.S., they like betting on sports, and they have to do it either in Atlantic City or Vegas, or they have to do it illegally. And there are plenty of people who have no moral, they don't question their morals for betting whatsoever, because in most other countries in the world, you can bet if you want to, or at least in a lot of industrialized countries. There's no problem with it. If you look at like the UK, for example, you can bet nearly anywhere. The thing is, although there's a lot of people who do have no problem with betting, I think that there are probably a lot of people who don't like betting at all and see it as immoral. And for example, recently there were a lot of poker rooms that were dealing with U.S. clients, and they kind of operated in a way above the law, and eventually I think it was the U.S. Department of Justice or another government department shut them all down and went after their owners. And this caught them by surprise, but the interesting thing is that there wasn't really a backlash against the government action. I never heard of there being mass protests or anything, so obviously it seems that this action was supported by at least some people. Gambling still doesn't have the best reputation, even though it's a lot different now, especially if you're using betting exchanges and things, and you're not necessarily getting taken to the cleaners by the bookie. You can create your own edge. It's not like the odds are always against you from the beginning, but unfortunately government policy hasn't changed really. It would be, there's no call for government to make gambling illegal everywhere in the US either. It's one of those things where it would probably be a very unpopular decision. So it's allowed to happen in certain jurisdictions, and that seems to keep most people happy, and that's the status quo, and I don't think that's really going to change. So anyway, that's my own take on it. Listen, if you're into betting and you don't have any moral problem with it, like I don't, and like a lot of other people don't, then I want to recommend to you quite a cool system. Just click on the link below, and it's a really great system for betting, because you got to have a system. You can't just bet on gut feeling, on instincts. That will always let you down eventually, even if you have a short lucky streak. You got to always have a system, and the system that if you can check out, if you click the link in the description box below, it's a really great system. I thoroughly recommend it. So check it out if you want to profit from your betting and be disciplined but be consistent and reliable in your profits. Then this could be for you. Have a look. You can win big, and I'll see you soon in another video. Take care.